Never say no. Never say, I cannot. For you are infinite. All the power is within you. You can do anything. Swami Vivekananda. Have you ever stood at the edge of something, facing a challenge, a dream, a possibility, and felt a wave of doubt? That voice inside that says, I can't do it. I'm not strong enough. It's too much for me. We all know that feeling. It's the weight of limitations, the boundaries we think are fixed, the invisible walls that seem to define our lives. But what if I told you that all of those walls are only there because we've allowed them to be? What if I told you that you are not limited by your past to your circumstances or even your own fears? You are infinite. Swami Vivekananda says, all the power you need is already within you. You can do anything. Let's pause for a moment and really think about what Swami Vivekananda is saying here. He's not just speaking in grand philosophical terms. He's speaking directly to the heart, to your heart. In our everyday lives, we are constantly faced with choices that require us to step beyond the comfort of what we know, to take risks, to put ourselves out there. And in those moments, it's so easy to shrink back. We all have that internal voice, right? The one that tells us, you're not enough. You can't do this. You're not capable. But what if that voice isn't the truth? What if that voice is simply a reflection of everything we've been taught to believe about ourselves? That voice may come from old experiences, from society's standards, or from the expectations we carry. But it doesn't come from the real you. Swami Vivekananda isn't saying that you should ignore your doubts or your fears. He's not asking you to pretend they don't exist. What he's telling you is something far deeper. The power to break through those barriers, to achieve what seems impossible, is already inside you. You are not limited by what you've been through, or by what you think you can't do. Those limits are just constructs, artificial boundaries we've accepted, but they're not real. Your potential is infinite. Your capacity to grow, to evolve, to overcome is boundless. Think about it. Every time we say, I can't, we are cutting ourselves off from the very power we need to move forward. But when we open ourselves up to the possibility, when we are more than we think, when we trust in that infinite power within us, we tap into something extraordinary. And suddenly, the impossible begins to feel like a challenge we're ready to meet. Connecting to real-life struggles. Let's bring this back to the realities of life. How many times have you faced a tough situation, whether it was a career change, a personal loss, a health challenge, or a dream you were too afraid to chase, and you thought, I'm not strong enough. I can't handle this. In those moments, it can feel like the world is too big, too overwhelming, and we are too small to make a difference. But what Swami Vivekananda is asking us to understand is this: you are capable of far more than you know. It's in these very moments of vulnerability, of self-doubt, that we are given the greatest opportunity to grow. When we lean into the discomfort, when we step past our fear, we begin to see that we are infinitely more resilient than we ever imagined. Swami Vivekananda's message isn't just an abstract idea to be admired from afar. It's something we need to integrate into our everyday lives. The key is learning how to tap into that infinite power when we feel the most vulnerable, the most uncertain. So, how do we do that? 1. Embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. We all face challenges, big and small. Whether it's a difficult conversation with a loved one, a professional setback, or a personal failure, those moments can shake us to the core. But what if we shifted our perspective and saw each of those challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities for growth? When you face a challenge, rather than thinking, "I can't do this," ask yourself, "What can I learn from this? How can I grow through this?" This shift in mindset is everything. The power within you isn't about avoiding difficulty or running from challenges. It's about facing them with the understanding that you are more than capable of navigating them. Each time you step into the unknown, you are proving to yourself that you are infinite. 2. Let go of the fear of failure. Failure is another big one, isn't it? So often we fear failure because we believe it reflects who we are. If we fail, we think, "I am a failure. I am not enough." But the truth is, failure is simply a part of the process. It's not a reflection of your worth. It's a step towards success. When we let go of the fear of failure, we free ourselves to act, to try, to explore. Remember, every great success story is built on a foundation of failures. Whether it's in business, relationships, or personal growth, no one succeeds without first experiencing setbacks. But each setback is just another step forward when you choose to learn from it. So, instead of asking, "What if I fail?" ask, "What can I learn from this? How can I grow from this?" The more you embrace failure as part of your journey, the more you will find that it no longer has the power to stop you. 3. Trust yourself. During uncertain times, life, by its very nature, is full of uncertainty. We can't always predict what will happen next, whether it's a career shift, a health challenge, or life transition. It's in these moments of uncertainty that we often feel the most vulnerable. But what if you could trust in yourself? Trust that you have the inner resources to handle whatever comes your way. Swami Vivekananda's words are a reminder that you already possess everything you need. You don't need to know all the answers right now. You don't need to have everything figured out. What you need is trust. Trust that no matter what happens, you will find a way to rise, to adapt, and to move forward. Take small steps. Every day, the infinite power within you is not something that's unleashed all at once. It's a muscle that gets stronger the more you use it. Start small. Begin each day by setting one intention. Whether it's something as simple as speaking up in a meeting, or taking a moment to meditate and center yourself. The small victories over time build the momentum you need to take on bigger challenges. As you take small, consistent steps, you'll begin to see how capable you really are. And the more you prove to yourself that you can handle life's obstacles, the less the fear of failure or doubt will control you. 5. Surround yourself with empowering influences. Another powerful way to access your infinite potential is by surrounding yourself with people who inspire and uplift you. We often underestimate how much our environment shapes us. When you surround yourself with positive, supportive, and empowering people, it becomes easier to believe in your own power. As we come to the end of this conversation, I want you to take a moment and think about the infinite potential within you. You've heard the stories. You've reflected on the wisdom of Swami Vivekananda. And perhaps, just maybe, you're beginning to believe just a little more that there is so much you are capable of. Life is filled with challenges, pain, setbacks, and fear. No one is immune to these struggles. But here's the key. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have it all figured out. And you certainly don't need to have all the answers. All you need is the willingness to take that first step, even if it's small, even if it feels impossible. Remember Daniel, the man who thought he was too old, too late, too bound by his past. He found his infinite power, not by waiting for some magical moment of clarity, but by taking one step, just one, into the unknown. And with each step, his confidence grew. His belief in his own strength grew. And suddenly, the man who once said, "I can't," was saying, "I can." That same power is within you. When you look at your life, the obstacles, the dreams, the things that scare you, know this: you have the strength to move beyond them. You can break through the walls of doubt. You can rise above the fear. You are infinitely more powerful than you've been led to believe. The question is, will you take the first step? As you move forward, let this be your reminder. Never say no. Never say, "I cannot." You are infinite. In the quiet moments when the doubts creep in, when the world feels too heavy, remember that within you lies an untapped source of strength, resilience, and power. You can do anything. And in the end, it's not about the big victories. It's about the quiet courage to keep going, to keep trying, and to never let fear decide your future. If this message has resonated with you, if you felt that spark of possibility deep inside, take a moment and let it settle. You are capable, you are powerful, and you are enough. Now I'd like to hear from you. What's the one thing you've been telling yourself you can't do? What's the dream, the goal, the possibility that's been sitting just out of reach because of fear or doubt? I invite you to share it with me in the comments. Take a step toward that power, and let us all be a part of your journey. Because when you speak your truth, when you share your vision, you give it life. If this video spoke to you, share it with someone who needs to hear these words today. Maybe it's a friend who feels stuck, or a loved one who needs to be reminded of their own infinite strength. This message is for all of us. And finally, if you haven't already, I'd love for you to subscribe to the channel. I believe that true growth happens when we walk this path together. So let's keep sharing, learning, and growing as a community. More videos, more wisdom, and more inspiration are coming your way. Thank you for watching. And remember, the power is within you, always